Good morning, everyone. Okay, we are all here to learn about Jira. Okay, uh, Jira, Jira software. Okay, we are going to discuss about Jira in this session. Okay, today's agenda is discuss about SDLC, what is agile, and Scrum, and how to download Jira software, how to use the Jira software. All we all here learn and understand about business analyst. Okay, you all know business analyst. Business analyst is a licensed bit person. Okay, he's a license or bridge between development team and client. Okay, he interact with the client. Okay, he gather the requirements. Okay, he convey that requirements to the development team. Okay, different teams. Okay, to achieve what actually client goal. Okay, to achieve the client goal, business analyst, as a business analyst, we will act as a bridge between client and development team. Okay, and our prime responsibilities as a business analyst, our prime responsibilities are like interacting with the stakeholders. Okay, ownership of the requirements, whatever the requirements we have gathered. Okay, and process re-engineering. If at all any existing application is there, we go through that application and we will understand, okay, this is the scenario. Okay, what client want actually. Okay, as a business analyst, we will try to deal with it. Coming here. Okay, while developing these applications, okay, like everyone has how we humans, we have life cycle. Okay, similarly, software development life cycle is that is SDLC. Okay, in SDLC we have different methodologies and models. Okay, you might have learned about like a sequential, iterative, like different methodologies are there, models are there. Okay, in that agile is a methodology. Okay, and it follows like incremental. Okay, iterative, incremental and iterative process. Okay, like application gonna be delivered. Okay, like application can be developed or delivered to the clients. Okay, incremental way and iterative way. Okay, in each iteration every possibility of that SDLC stage will be there, and that will be continued. Okay, and coming to the Scrum. Okay, in agile different frameworks are there. Okay, Scrum framework follows agile methodology, like agile main values and principles. We have agile main values and principles. Okay, Scrum. Okay, so now once you try to rejoin. Okay, and yeah, Scrum follows this agile main values and principles. Okay, and yeah, okay, and related to that, we are going to discuss about the Scrum detail and Jira software also. Please add in chat box. My voice is clear. Everyone, am I audible clearly? Thank you. Okay, like yeah, we are going to learn about this completely like the Jira. Okay, fine. Okay, and maybe a little here and there network issue. Okay, fine. And yeah, coming here. Okay, SDLC. Okay, SDLC is a software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. Okay, it is a process or methodology framework followed for a software project within a software organization. It consists of detailed plan describing how to develop and maintain and replace and alter or enhance specific software. Okay, the life cycle defines methodology to improve quality of software. Okay, similarly, like it has different stages. Okay, we will try to develop an application with the help of this SDLC. Coming here, a Scrum is a framework. Okay, Scrum is a framework. Okay, and is a framework for project management to emphasize teamwork or like different people involved in the Scrum framework. Okay, and accountability and iterative progress towards a well-defined goal. Okay, what is that goal? Related to that goal, they will try to work on this Scrum. Okay, and this is a framework of a Scrum. Please concentrate, everyone. Okay, this is a Scrum framework. If at all, if you see here in this framework, different people involved, like Scrum team has different people like product owner, Scrum master, developer. Okay, different people involved in the Scrum framework. And depending on that organization, business analyst will assist the product owner. Okay, and whatever the requirements we have. Okay, generally that is gathered by product owner or business analyst. Okay. Coming here in this session, we are going to understand about a random scenario. I'm going to explain about a food application which is similar to Zomato or Swiggy. Okay, consider if at all if client approaches with you like to build an application which is similar to Zomato or Swiggy. Okay, and you need to interact with the client. Okay, and you as a business analyst or product owner. Okay, you are going to probe the question. Okay, what is this application? Okay, what kind of the features you want? Okay, like what exactly you want? Okay, you need to get the information like to understand. Okay, at that time you may use different techniques. Okay, like that you will gather the requirements. Okay, like that you will gather the requirement. This Scrum food application is a normal Zomato or food application. There are different people like customer can able to order. Okay, and restaurant owner can able to update their different products. Okay, which they are selling like food items. Okay, and admin will be there. Okay, who has complete access. Okay, who has authority to check all this like different restaurants. Okay, different people orders and tracking and everything. Okay, if client approach related to this kind of application. Okay, like which may have like different enhancement, new features can be added in near and future. Okay, that like that it will have different enhancements. Okay, that kind of big projects. Okay, I generally try to take for this agile. In that they will try to use the Scrum framework. If at all if the requirements are clear and clarity means at that time they will try to use that waterfall. Okay, and yes, if at all its application is like to faster deliver of that application. Okay, in incremental phase. Okay, and iterative phase they will go for this agile. That's why agile is very popular nowadays. Are you getting Sheetal, Kalyani, Nikita, Kajal, Naveen? Please add in chat box. Okay, thank you. And Scrum is a framework. Okay, in that different people involved, like product owner, like Scrum masters. Okay, and here, if at all, if you observe this image, okay, like this framework, inputs from the end user, customer, team, or stakeholder. Okay, like you will gather the requirements. Okay, like product owner. Okay, generally here in this scenario, okay, product owner will discuss with the people. Okay, and he will gather the requirements. As you know, like he will write the requirements in the form of user stories. Coming to here in and like agile. Okay, Jira. Okay, in the Scrum framework they will try to write user stories in the form like okay, whatever the requirements like they have given. Okay, and product owner will write in the form of user stories. Okay, like depending on the different person. Okay, like user stories are written on user's perspective. You can see like customer is a person related to the features or that product. Okay, related to the customer, like product owner, like as they will write a user story. As a customer I wanted to log in so that I can make a payment. Okay, the individual who person. Okay, for whose perspective that features gonna be developed. Okay, like that they are going to write user stories. Okay, converting that feature or requirement. Okay, into the form of this user stories. Okay, product owner will take the inputs. Okay, he will try to add that user stories in a log or document called product backlog. Okay, product backlog consists of the all the user stories. Okay, all the features. Okay, whatever that application required. Okay, whatever that application required. Okay, related to that. Okay, complete whatever the requirements are finalized in the form of user stories that directly added to the product backlog. Okay, and okay, that features are that requirements. Okay, and okay, and you can see sprint backlog. Okay, sprint backlog is a subset of a product backlog. Okay, sprint backlog is a subset of product backlog. Okay, like they will conduct here different in Scrum. There are different meetings are there like sprint planning, sprint review, sprint retro meet to daily stand-up meeting. Okay, whatever the user stories they have added in the product backlog, like product backlog. Okay, they will take few user stories. Okay, and they will user stories, they will move that user story to the sprint backlog. Okay, like if at all, if you have 100 requirements in the product backlog, initially for the first iteration, okay, first phase, okay, they will try to take some of the user stories, okay, with the help of this prioritization techniques, MVP, minimum viable product, okay, they will identify with the help of business value and complexity points. Business value is nothing but, okay, the value which is assigned to that user story, and complexity points, okay, like developers gonna use this, give this complexity points with the help of Fibonacci series, okay, like how much complexity that user story gonna be, okay, how much complexity that user story gonna be to develop that user story. Like if at all they give complexity points, one means, okay, it can be completed in 1 day or 1 hour, okay, depending on the organization, they will give that complexity 1 day or 1 hour. 1 hour they may consider as 7 to 8 hours, okay, depending on the organization, okay. What are the user stories are added to the product backlog, okay, they are prioritized, and they have identified, like in this 100, first we are going to take 10 user stories for a sprint, okay, for a sprint, okay, they will try to add that identified users to the sprint backlog with the help of this prioritization techniques or MVP, okay, and they will discuss everything here in the meeting called sprint planning meeting, okay. First of all, they will plan the sprint, okay. Sprint is iterative, like a time box duration to develop a number of user stories, okay, a time box duration to develop a number of user stories, okay, that is called a sprint, okay. In sprint can be 2 weeks, okay, one sprint can be 2 weeks to 1 month, 2 weeks to 4 weeks, okay, depending on that organization who going to run that sprint or develop that sprint, okay, depending on the company. Okay, and whatever the user stories they have added, like in the sprint backlog, okay, related to the sprints, okay, they will plan in the sprint planning meeting, okay. After that sprint, okay, plan, they will start that sprint, okay, they will start that sprint here, okay, they will start the sprint, okay. If at all the sprint is started, the scrum developers, okay, who will, they will try to develop that user stories, okay, whatever the user stories are sent to them, okay, and while developing these features, okay, they will have different meetings, okay, and yeah, while developing they will have this daily stand-up meeting. Here you can see daily stand-up meeting and sprint log update, okay. In the daily stand-up meeting, okay, it is generally 15 minutes, like that meeting, okay, like what actually they are doing, okay, yesterday what they did, okay, today what they are going to do, okay, those kind of discussion will happen in the sprint daily stand-up meeting, okay. And in the daily stand-up meeting, like developer, scrum master, if it is possible, product owner will also participate, okay. After completing this complete sprint, okay, and they will try to conduct a sprint review meeting, okay, they will try to conduct a sprint when after completing the sprint everything went well, okay, they will try to conduct a sprint review meeting, okay, and in that sprint review meeting, okay, they will discuss, okay, like how many user stories has been developed, how many user stories cannot be developed, okay. If it is possible, they will try to involve the client also in that sprint review meeting. Okay, in the sprint review meeting, actually they will review the sprint, okay, what actually happened in that sprint. Okay, and yeah, and then we will have this sprint retrospective meeting. Okay, after completing this sprint review, okay, they will conduct the sprint retrospective meeting. Okay, they will try to deliver this whatever the sprint that developed in the sprint. Okay, to deliver to the client. Okay, after delivering, okay, they will try to discuss. Okay, what happened. Okay, what went well in the sprint. Okay, what did not went in the sprint. Okay, what are the lessons we are going to learn. Okay, related to this point. Okay, for further sprints. Okay, and anything happened, okay, they will try to detailedly discuss in the sprint retrospective meeting, okay. This is the sprint retrospective meeting, and we have one more meeting called product backlog refinement or product grooming, okay. This product backlog refinement can be done after the sprint, okay, like in the initial also. It is like whatever the user stories are left, okay, not completed in that sprint, okay, it is not possible to complete that sprint, okay. They will try to conduct this meeting, and they will try to move that user stories back to the product backlog, okay. In that product backlog, they will try to add that one. If at all it is possible, they will prioritize, and they will take that user story in next sprint, okay. They will try to take that user story in next sprint, okay. If at all, if a sprint is started, if at all if a sprint is started, okay, no other user stories can be added in that sprint. Okay, parallelly, if one sprint is running, if a client wants immediately or urgency that sprint, okay, that user stories are that need to be developing parallelly, they will try to start one more sprint. Okay, this is about the Scrum and Scrum framework. Coming to the role of product owner. Product owner is a person who directly interact with the client. Okay, he gathered the requirements. Okay, in the form of user stories, he will add to the product backlog. Depending on the situation of the company, he also conduct the market analysis. Okay, related to that application, he will do the market analysis, like what kind of the products are there available, this kind of application in the market. Okay, what can be future predictions. Okay, everything he will do market analysis, product owner. And then depend maybe the product owner or business analyst also. Okay, and depending on that company, if business analyst also can collaborate with the product owner doing this. Okay, market analysis and enterprise analysis. Okay, enterprise analysis is nothing but you all know, in enterprise analysis they will try to understand. Okay, business analyst or product owner, okay, they will try to understand that enterprise actually what is their need, what is their application, what is their need. Okay, they will understand, okay, which kind of application or what kind of the features can need for them right now. Okay, what they suit. Okay, they will try to understand everything with the help of this enterprise analysis. Okay, this is about the Scrum framework and Scrum life cycle and Scrum Master. Okay, Scrum Master is a person. Okay, Scrum Master is a person who facilitates these meetings. Okay, sprint meetings. Okay, if at all, if they are developing, while developers are developing any features, okay, like user stories they are developing, if they get any issues, anything, okay, he will try to assist them related to that situation. And if it is possible, he will also attend all the meetings. Okay, generally he will attend all the meetings. He will like try to analyze the progress of the sprints. Okay, like he will try to generate different kinds of chart, like burn down and burn up chart. Okay, burn up chart shows what are the user stories completed in a particular sprint. Okay, burn down chart showcase whatever the user stories are like pending story points. Okay, pending in that sprint. Okay, complexity points and story points are same. Coming to the business analyst, generally he will be not there here in the Scrum. Okay, depending on the organization. Okay, and business analyst will assist the product owner for gathering the requirements. Okay, identifying the actual needs. Okay, market analysis, enterprise analysis. Okay, generally product owner will write the user stories. Okay, depending on that organization, business analyst can also write the user stories. Okay, sometimes he will also assist different meetings. Okay, if at all any queries related to that user stories, he, he will also try to solve. I repeat, okay, we have this sprint meetings. Okay, sprint planning meeting. They will try to discuss about what are the user stories they are trying to plan and move to the sprint. Okay, and then sprint backlog. Okay, and they will try to run the sprints. And after completing that sprint, okay, they will review in the sprint review meeting. Okay, what are the user stories completed, pending those everything, and in daily stand-up meeting, what they did today, yesterday. Okay, what they are going to do tomorrow. Okay, that they will try to discuss. Okay, and yeah, product backlog refinement. Okay, they will try to move that whatever the user story is not completed in that sprint. Okay, into the product backlog. Okay, if it is possible, they will prioritize those things. Okay, and sprint retrospective meeting, they will understand like what went well, what did not went well. Okay, like what are the lessons we are learned. Okay, with that sprint. Okay. Till here clear, Sheetal, Manu, Devarta, Nikita, Ashwadeepa, Sahil. Thank you. Okay, and I will move further. Okay, like Jira. Okay, Jira is a like a bug tracking software or project management tool. Okay, like whatever the things happening. Okay, in the project. Okay, they will try to. Okay, and they will try to like whatever Jira is a bug tracking or project management tool for implementation of practice of the project management. Okay, like to understand. Okay, like what is the progress of the project to track everything. Okay, they will try to use this Jira software. Okay, related to those. Okay, developers will use, testers will use. Okay, business analyst, product owner will add the user stories. Okay, like to identify like project progress. Okay, like project management tool. It's a project management. And if at all, if you see like how to download Jira software in Google, you can type Jira like Atlassian. In Google, you can type Atlassian. Okay, previously it is used to bug tracking is nothing but previously Jira used to identify the bug is nothing but software issue. If at all, if you see any feature is not working properly, okay, they will try to consider that as a bug or defect. Okay, that thing. Okay, startingly initially they will use it for the identify where the issue is happening. Further, it has expanded into the complete project management tool. Okay, from first to 10. Okay, nothing same here. It is previously it was identified that where actually the mistake happened. Okay, like further it is a complete project management flow throughout the project. Okay, process what actually happened. Okay, that is about this bug tracking. Okay, and coming to BV and CP values. Okay, depending on the depending on the importance. Okay, importance of that user story. Generally client will give this business value. Okay, how much important. Okay, which user story can be developed first, that will be given by the client. Okay, currency techniques. Okay, those techniques they will use while giving this business values for that particular user story. And and that user story. And coming to here complexity points, developers will go through that user story. They will try to give these complexity points with the help of Fibonacci series. Okay, like 1 2 3 poker card techniques. Okay, and 1 2 3 5 8. Okay, this kind of numbers they will try to give. If at all complexity, it will take more time to develop that user story means they will try to give big Fibonacci series number like 5 8 like okay, to identify how much time it will take. Okay, they will try to assign that user story. Okay, and okay, that is related to the complexity points. Okay, and yeah, all the user stories. Okay, whatever the user stories. Okay, together they can also called epic. And in other way also, epic is a big user story in that uh, they can break into epic can be breaked into different user stories. Okay, that is also thing. Okay, collection of similar sort of user stories can also called epic, or epic is a big user story. From that they can able to write many user stories. Okay, Jira is a project management tool. Okay, whenever they are writing any user story. Okay, whenever they have like if at all they wrote this user stories, they have 100 or many user stories. Okay, to identify, right, first which sprint we are going to develop. Okay, how many user stories we need to take. Okay, first of all they need to identify, they need to prioritize, right, to identify that thing. Okay, if you give high BV values to the particular user stories. Okay, at that time they will try to identify, okay, this is the thing, this is the user story. First of all we need to develop for the client. Okay, BV value is given by the client. Okay, in the first iteration. Okay, we discussed, right, if at all application is 100%, in the first iteration we will deliver 10%. Okay, we will develop and deliver the client 10%. In the 10%, what are the user stories we need to identify. Okay, what are the user stories we are going to develop. In that, how you will identify from the product backlog means with the help of this BV values and CP values. Okay, we will identify. Okay, and we will try to, okay, we will try to this thing. Okay, we will try to prioritize and we will try to, okay, this is about this thing. And coming here, you can download this Jira from internet. You can type Atlassian. I will try to show also. In Atlassian, you can select the Jira software. Okay. Now I will open this tool. Like here you can enter after you can register with your Gmail, okay, with your Gmail, and then you need to give a site name, which is nothing but a random number or thing, okay, and it will create the site, okay, and then you can able to log in. Okay, I will try to share my screen. Give a minute. I hope you can able to see screen, okay, like Google page, okay, and here in that you need to enter like Atlassian, okay, you need to type Atlassian. Atlassian is a company who developed this Jira software, okay, and you can select this Atlassian, Atlassian, okay, you need to select Atlassian. In that Atlassian you have products, okay, you need to select the products. In this page you need to select the products. In products you can see featured, okay, you can see like Jira flexible project management, okay, you need to log into Atlassian. In that Atlassian products, in products you can see Jira flexible project management tool. You need to click on this Jira, okay, if at all if you are logged in, okay, it will directly give, or else you need to click on get it free. First of all, you need to register, okay, register with your Gmail, okay, you need to give our mail and everything, okay, after registering it will come, you can come back here with this email ID, and then you can see this site name, okay, you can this is site name, you can randomly give anything, okay, which is not repeated, okay, it will show the tick mark, okay. First of all, after selecting that, okay, free, you need to register. After registration, you need to enter that Gmail, okay, and then you will come here, and then here you can able to enter the site, okay. Site is nothing but any random figure, any random thing you can add, okay. It must be come into the blue mark, okay. It must not be repeated. And then you need to click on agree and start now. And then here there is a Scrum framework, okay. You need to select the Scrum framework, okay, and you need to click on continue. It will take some time to load. If it will take some time to load. Okay, if at all, if here you can see, I hope you can able to see the screen, okay. And here you can mention like you can give any project name, project name, good application, okay. Okay, and you can mention a little familiar, okay, like that you can give any, and you can click on get started. Okay, this is the interface of this, okay, this is the interface of this Jira software. In the top you can see logo and your work, whatever the work is assigned, okay, to you, recent and boards, okay. And if at all if you wanted to create any project, okay, you can click here, okay, you can click on create project. Okay, and you need to select, okay, after clicking the create project, you need to select this framework, Scrum. You need to select this use template, Scrum use template. You can see team managed, company managed. You can come here in the bottom, select a team managed project, okay, and you can give name, okay. You can give a name, okay, like for the project, okay. Put application like this. You can able to create, okay. A shortcut key will be created, okay, automatically. You need to click on create project, okay. By following these steps, okay, you can create the title of the project in the Jira software. Okay, here you can come to the projects. Okay, in project you can see here create project. If you follow the steps, okay, like entering the, like you need to select the company or okay, create project. Okay, you need to select the Scrum framework. Okay, and use template. Okay, select the team management. Okay, after then you can able to see here on the top left hand side here, put application, the name of that project. Okay, which is assigned. That's how you can create any projects. Okay. In the left hand side in the bottom you can see in the planning, okay, here you can see the timeline of the project, okay, what are the things which you have did, okay, in this duration, the coming months are past, okay, that you can see here in the timeline. And backlog, okay, and we, like, right, we have two types of backlogs. One is product backlog and one is sprint backlog. Okay, here you can see the product backlog is there and sprint backlog. In the Jira software, user stories are called issue. User stories are called issue, okay, in Jira. Okay, and you can see this board, okay, Scrum board, which is like like to-do list, in progress, and done. Okay, I will explain about this board also, okay, within a few minutes. Okay, and this is about this timeline and backlog. Okay, and next you will see the filters. Okay, any extra filters you want, okay, related to the project. Okay, at that time you can add dashboards. Okay, if you wanted to view already any dashboards are created, okay, those you can here. And team, like how you can invite people here in the team, okay, create a team, okay, that thing you can do here. And related to the subscription, so that is there here in plans. Coming to the app, okay, if at all if you wanted to add any extra apps, okay, with this Jira, like any apps, okay, like any testing apps, okay, any other apps, okay, if you wanted to add, you can add here. If you click on create, okay, and next is click create. If at all if you click on create, you can see here the project and issue type. Okay, you can see like you wanted to add any story, you wanted to add any epic, you wanted to add any bug, okay, add any task. Okay, here you can assign that thing. Here you can assign same, it will directly go to the sprint backlog. Okay, and here you can mention and in progress, to do, done, where you want to assign. Okay, and summary you can add. And like related to that user story you will add, okay, what is that user story here. Description, here you will write in description acceptance criteria, assign, okay, who you want to assign in your team, that you can add here to assign. Okay, and labels, okay, these things. And sprint, okay, select which sprint, okay, if at all sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, okay, that you're going to add. A story point estimation is nothing but complexity points that you can add here. Okay, and then like you need to click here, and if it you can click on create, that user story will be added. If at all if you wanted to add one more, you can click on create another. If you click on create here, this user story added, and empty template once again appeared here. Okay, like this also you can directly enter the user stories with the help of create. Okay, I'm audible, right? Sushmita, Sujit, Naveen, please add in chat box. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, and here if you see backlog, okay, whatever the user stories we have, okay, we are going to add this backlog. Okay, we have two types of backlogs. One is product backlog and one is sprint backlog. Okay, and product backlog and sprint backlog. You need to click on create. Okay, this is a product backlog you can see on the bottom, and this is a sprint backlog. Okay, you can see on the above. Okay, and here you are going to write the user story. Okay, like user story is wrote on the user's perspective depending on particular feature. Okay, those things. Okay, and here you can write that user story description as a user. I want to register so that I can able to log in. Okay, like this, whatever the feature, okay, related to that, okay, they will try to write a user story and then you need to click on enter. Okay, and if at all, if you, after entering, if you click this one, a pop-up window will appear here. Okay, and you can see that user story here. And if at all, if you add anything, okay, you can add. If you wanted to add to Epic means you can click on here, add Epic. Okay, here you can see Epic. If at all, if you click on this Epic, you need to enable this Epic. Epic is nothing but like a large user story or a similar user stories. You can click on here. Okay, if at all it is register. Okay, you can create one register Epic. Okay, like different peoples will be there in the project. Like admin will register, customer will register. Okay, and customer will register, restaurant owner will register. If you consider all registration user stories together, one Epic means like that you can add to one register Epic. Okay, like that if at all if you are developing any module for any person, like any individual, okay, for the customer, you are developing only the module or features completely for the customer. You consider customer is one Epic means all the user stories related to customer register, login, add product, making payment, everything will be added in this kind of Epic. Like all the user stories related to customer. Okay, if at all if you want to develop a complete module consider as Epic, like that also you can able to add Epic. Okay. After entering that user story here in the product backlog, after selecting, you can see this pop-up window. If at all, if you wanted to that user story to add to that Epic, okay, you can click on Epic, okay. You can select the different kinds of Epic which are created. Like that, you can add any user stories to Epic, okay. And if at all, if you see, if at all, if you want to add any other addition things, okay, you can add here. And description here, you can see in the description, you will try to write about this acceptance criteria. Okay, and here like this is a registration, right? Okay, and yeah, here you can write the acceptance criteria a little about customer can able to log in into website, like he can able to see that website. Okay, customer can able to click on register button. Customer can able to enter his details like name, number, etc. Okay, and like the depending on the features, okay, if at all if you see it is name, okay, if you wanted to add a little detail related to its acceptance criteria, okay, if customer enter name must be enter name must be alphanumeric. Like this can be also like added to password. Okay, you can consider this enter password. Okay, if customer entered password, okay, entered password Must be alphanumeric, not repetitive, not repetitive. Okay, and unique. Okay, like this you will try to give. Okay, okay, like that you will try to write detailed acceptance criteria related to particular user story. Depending on that user story, you need to write detail, and then you need to click on that. You need to click on that save. Okay, that will be saved. Okay, like that you will try to write acceptance criteria, particular user story. Important. Okay, learning acceptance criteria is very important. Okay, and then if at all you wanted to assign any person, okay, you can select here assign. Okay, you can select this to assign. Okay, here I am the only person is there here. Okay, that's why if at all if you wanted to assign, you can assign. Okay, and if you scroll down. Okay, okay, fine. And after entering the acceptance criteria, you can come here, you can see the story points. Okay, here you can see story points. You can enter story points related to that. Complexity points is nothing but story points. You can give value 5 here. Okay, you can give value 5 here. Related to that, you can give story points. Okay, if at all if you have added any epic, that epic will be reflected here. Okay, just I have selected epic here, and in that epic also you can see. Okay, show epic panel. Okay, in register. Okay, here you can see one thing. Okay, like that you can see. And here automatically assign the priority is mine, medium. And you can add a few more user stories. Here I have written one user story, a little detail. Okay, and after giving this like story points, you need to select this right mark. Okay, tick mark. Okay, and then you can, like, I will try to enter a few more user stories. Okay, as a user I want to log in so that I can able to order food. Okay, this is one user story. Okay, for that you can select here that user story. Okay, and like that if you scroll down you can enter everything. Okay, and okay, here directly you can give here. So, okay, 5 you can give. Just I'm randomly giving story points 5. Okay, and I can add other also, like as a user I want to make payment so that I can able to confirm or book my order, like confirm or book my order. Okay, like that you can enter one more user story. Okay, and for that also you can select here. Okay, you can give story points. Okay, I'm just giving randomly 5. You can give, like, depending on the Fibonacci series. Okay, 1 2 3 5 8, like 1 2 1 plus 1 2. Okay, 1 plus 2 3, like that, depending on 2 plus 3 5, you can give this Fibonacci series. Okay, and fine. Okay, and I will try to enter few more. Okay, as a user I want to, as a user I wanted to as a restaurant restaurant owner. I want to log in so that I can see my food orders. Okay. And I'm just randomly giving, okay, five, okay, like that. Okay, you can give anything. Okay, like that. You need to enter for everything you have set and criteria. Okay, it will take time. Okay, that's why I'm just not entering acceptance criteria for everything. Okay, and directly you can add here, or else you can enter that from there. Okay, and as a admin, I want to log in so that I can able to see order status. Okay, just randomly I'm entering here. Okay, depending on the client requirement, you are going to write this user stories. Okay, and then whatever the user stories you have written, okay, in the product backlog, with the help of this prioritization techniques and other techniques, okay, MVP, you will try to move that user stories from product backlog to sprint backlog. This is a drag and drop application. Simply we can just drag and drop here. Okay, this is a drag and drop application here for our moving. Okay, and here we can just drag and drop here. Just I'm just dragging and dropping here. Okay, you can see all the user stories are coming to this sprint. Okay, but in real scenario you will conduct the sprint planning meeting. Okay, you will discuss, okay, related to that. You can here that user story points is not assigned. We will try to assign once again 5. Okay, and here I have added 5 user stories. At least try to add minimum 5 user stories whenever you start any sprint. Okay, without minimum 3 or 5 user stories, you can't able to generate these charts. Okay, burn down or burn up chart. Okay, whatever the user stories which are there here in the sprints, you can see sprint one. This is considered as sprint one, and in the right hand side, you can see like here our right hand side, you can click on this start sprint. Okay, like you are going to start this sprint. Okay, here you will give the sprint duration. 5 issues will be included in this sprint because the 5 user stories we have added, and sprint name is there, and sprint duration you can give random 1 week, 2 week, 3 week or custom depending on the particular user stories what is the organization discussion. Okay, I am just selecting 1 week. Okay, automatically it will take the start date and end date. Okay, and here please understand, okay, when you are working on the project, okay, you will also try to generate this burn down charts and burn up charts. Okay, at that time you come to here portal, you can have this sessions recordings. Okay, you can refer anything you wanted to add related to sprint code. Okay, any inputs, okay, you can give here in the sprint code, and you need to click on start. Okay, after click on start, okay, you can see, you will see this scrum board. Okay, we filtered the board, show the new content. Okay, here you can see to-do list. Okay, whatever the user stories are there, first they will be doing to-do, and then you will assign like related to the assign developers. Okay, they will try to start working on that. Okay, like they will develop that user story, unit testing, that component testing, everything they will do. Okay, and they will try to develop that feature. Okay, after moving from to-do to in progress, and then after completing of developing that everything of that user story is done means, okay, they will try to move to the done stage. Okay, they will move that user stories into done state. You can see it was done. A straight line is identified here. Okay, you will also, while generating these charts, okay, you need to move from to do to in progress. Okay, after developing that one like picking, it will be there in progress. After developing here, you need to move that to the done state. Okay, in progress, done. Okay, to do, in progress, and done. Okay, if at all it is not completed means, okay, it will be there in pending. Okay, from in progress to the done. Okay, if at all, if you see, if everything is done, okay, everything is developed, okay, related to that user story, the sprint is completed means, okay, at that time you can see on the top, you can see complete sprint. Okay, you need to click on this complete sprint. I repeat, okay, after moving this to do in progress, after all the user stories are developed, okay, you can see same in the right. Okay, of complete sprint, you need to click on complete sprint. Okay, here you can see complete sprint will be there. Okay, you can see the sprint is empty. Now it is, you can see sprint to 2. Okay, if at all you have any user stories in the product backlog, and then you will move that, and that sprint will be just selected. And you can see the timeline. In timeline, you can see one sprint is completed. Okay, and backlog is there. Okay, in this backlog, okay, there are no thing. And now you need to generate this charts. Okay, burn down and burn down charts. Okay, burn up means completed work, burn down is remaining work. If you see here in the left hand side, our left hand side, project settings is there. You need to click on project settings. I repeat, you need to click on project settings. In project settings, okay, you can see features. In project settings, you can see features. You need to click on features. If you scroll down in features, you see reports. Okay, you can see reports burn down and burn up here. You need to enable these reports. Okay, you need to enable here. Okay, in settings, okay, you can see features. In features, you have reports. You need to turn on, like, enable this reports, and you can click on back to the projects. Here you can see in the planning reports. In the planning, you can see the reports. Okay, you can click on these reports. Different types of reports will be there. Burn up chart, burn down chart. Like burn up means completed work. Okay, burn down means, okay, remaining. On the basis of this story points, okay, we will try to generate these charts. And velocity, like how much assigned work, okay, how much completed, like amount is shown in the velocity. Okay, here we have completed, right, one sprint. For that, we will see that burn up report. Okay, just you need to click on this burn up. Okay, here you can see the sprint one is there, date is there, completed work, and number of story points completed. Okay, burn up means completed. That's why the line is up. Okay, we have 25 user stories. Okay, and target 25 is here. Issue count is 5. Story points is 25. Okay, that is mentioned like 23. Okay, and tomorrow is 23. Today is 22. That's why. Okay, and 22 December to, we took 1 week duration. Okay, burn up means completed. Okay, 25 story points is assigned. You can see up 25 is done. If you scroll down, you can see it will details about the user stories which we have entered. Okay, those things you can see. This is about burn up. Okay, and if at all, if you click on the same, okay, on the left hand side burn down chart, you can see sprint burn down chart, remaining work. Okay, if at all user stories we didn't move from here, from to like a completed done stage. Okay, if at all we just moved 4 user stories, means it would have stopped here somewhere. Okay, and like burn down, right, 5 story points. I have given five story points for 5 user stories. That's why it is 25. It would have stopped here. Okay, okay, the red line might have stopped here. Okay, burn down, that's why the line is down. If you click on velocity, like work assigned and work completed, you can see. Okay, commitment. Okay, the amount of work, velocity report. Okay, the amount of work in the sprint when it begin. Okay, committed, and in the green color you can see the amount of work done during the sprint. Okay, committed and completed. Okay, this is a report. Okay, you can identify. Like that, you can generate this burn up, burn down. Okay, charts. Okay, and coming to this this is related to only sprint. Okay, and product burn down, product burn up charts will be available in paid version. Okay, this is a free version. You can join with this your Gmail. You can generate. Okay, in the paid version you will get. Okay, product burn down and burn up. Okay, just uh, is a sprint. Okay, this is enough. Okay, you can generate the sprint burn down on burn up charts. Okay, okay, you need to learn like how this tool gonna use. Okay, how you can use this one. Okay, that's the this is how, like, generally we were gonna use this okay, Jira software. Okay, like entering the user stories, acceptance criteria, those things detailed. Okay, and yeah, till here clear. Jyoti, Kajal, Shravan, Ratna, Naveen, Rashmi, Sonu. Okay. And yeah, I will be there here for few more minutes. Okay. I will be there for few more minutes. This is all about the Jira. Okay. Like generally how Jira gonna use. Okay. And depending on the other, if at all it is used by developer, they will use some more features. Okay. Testers, they will add something and they will add some. Okay. As per product owner or business analyst, generally we will try to use. Okay. Like, okay. Mm.